So Ruby has a fetch method that you can use to get values out of hashes. And it's pretty cool. So let's take a quick look at an example. So let's say we have a hash, and in it, I'm going to set a value of email, and I'm just going to make that a fake email. So do test@test.com. So now if we want to get that value back from our hash, you're probably familiar with this. We basically can just pass in the key of email and get back test@test.com. And if we try to retrieve a value that doesn't exist in our hash, for example, name, we'll get back nil. What we can do with fetch is pretty cool is similar to above. We can use fetch on our hash and we can pass in that key of email. We can get back test@test.com. But what happens if we try that with a key that doesn't actually exist in our hash? So if I try hash.fetch on name, we'll actually get back a key not found error because that key doesn't exist within our hash. But what's cool with fetch that we can do is we can actually pass in a default value. So again, if I try to pass in a key of name to our hash, I can also pass in a default value that it will fall back to if that key doesn't exist. So now we don't get the key not found error, but we actually get back that default value of anonymous. So on top of being able to pass in a default value, when we use fetch, we can actually execute a code block as well, which is kind of cool. So for example, let's say that from that same hash, we're trying to find a key of age. And obviously we don't have that. What we can actually do with fetch is we can actually execute a code block now. And in this example, we can do something simple like just pass in an age directly. But if we wanted, we could actually do anything we want to inside of here.